It's been 11 years since Kate Winslet and Leonardo Dicaprio lit up the silver screen with the biggest blockbuster of them all, Titanic. Well, now they're teaming up for the first time since then in the new movie Revolutionary Road. It is a heart-wrenching tale of a 50s-era suburban couple in crisis. I had the chance to sit down with the stars and I asked Kate and Leo what brought them back together.
Well, I think we've actively been looking for projects to do together, and that's simply because of the fact that A, we're really good friends, but B, I respect her so much as an actress. I mean, I really think she's the greatest actress of her generation, so selfishly, I just wanted to find another project to do with her.
Does that mean that I can't now say that about you in the next sentence?
It's going to pale by comparison.
We also knew, of course, having done that film and having that film being so immensely popular, we knew we couldn't tread on any sort of similar territory whatsoever.
So in other words, you couldn't do a movie where people are going to look and think, oh, this reminds me of the way they were in Titanic.
No, I think that's very much the case. We really felt very strongly it needed to be almost the polar opposite of Titanic, and in many ways that's what Revolutionary Road is. It's still a love story. It is about two people who are really trying to hang on to the marriage that they have against all the odds.
When someone asked me after watching it what's it about, the thing that kept coming to my mind is it's the death of dreams. Mm-hmm. It's individual dreams for your characters and dreams as a couple. Is that fair?
I think that is absolutely fair, and I think it would be also true to say that it's a story about people who are searching for happiness, want something to hope for.
I think it's very much about that one moment in life, that one sort of opportunity that you may have to find and fulfill that sort of childhood dream of what you wanted your life to become. And here are two people that are stuck in the 1950s in suburbia and feel like they're cliches and feel like they have no individualism. They haven't sought out their sort of childhood dreams of what they wanted to be.
What's also interesting, though, is they love passionately and they fight passionately. Which of the scenes were harder? I mean, because both can present a challenge.
I mean, the whole experience of making the film was really spectacular. I mean, for many reasons, not only because of us having the opportunity to work together again, but for me, I got to work with my husband for the first time, Sam Mendes, because he directed the movie, and so every day there was something new, something challenging, and something very special, and I think we were most excited by some of the more powerful emotional scenes.
There was one scene, I think, in particular, an intense sexual scene between the two of you, and I mean, it is strange because her husband is sitting how many feet away? You know, is he saying, Leo, put your hand here, or how does that happen?
I do remember a lot of that, yeah, but I gotta.
Were there numbers on her body in places?
I was incredibly uncomfortable. Comfortable in the situation, ironically. I felt, we had done so much of this in the past.
Well, you want to explain that?
Well, right. I should explain that. Yeah. No, we had done a film, like we mentioned earlier, Titanic, where it was riddled with those sequences. So I was very comfortable in that situation. I selfishly, of course, didn't think of how Sam might have felt or how Kate might have felt. It was kind of like, all right, let's do this.
No, I definitely was worried about it, and I kept saying to Sam, oh God, it might just be really weird, and he'd be like, oh, for God's sake, don't be so silly, get on with it. And we walked onto the set, and I had this feeling of, and everybody's okay with this then, so there's going to be no conversation? Okay, clearly not. Right, so it's just my issue. Thanks, everybody, for making it my issue.
Let me just, while I have you here, just ask you a couple of questions about the reader. A lot's been made about the fact that there is a lot of nudity in this.
I didn't even know a lot had been made of it. Okay.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of talk about the fact that there's a lot of nudity, and there's a kind of a great amount of sexual content, and there has been some criticism early.
How exciting!
That perhaps the nudity and the sexual content takes away from the seriousness of the story, which is you play an SS guard.
Yeah.
How would you react to that if you start to hear that?
Well, for a start, the story is actually it's post World War II, so it's after the Holocaust, and it is a love story. It's a very different kind of love story between a young man and an older woman. And so yes, it's very intense, it is very passionate. It isn't kind of pornographic or anything, though. I mean, I do think it's important to stress that. But we shall see. It's always debate is important. When people go and see movies and react to it in whichever way they should choose to, that's their prerogative. And all I can do is speak for both of these films and just to say how incredibly lucky I really do feel to have gotten to play both April Wheeler and Hannah Schmitz in the space of less than a year is really amazing.
Kind of an embarrassment of riches. These come out within 2 weeks of each other, and there has been some talk that could end up being Kate Winslet versus Kate Winslet for an Academy Award.
Well, you know, I should be so lucky.
5 nominations, the youngest actress to achieve that. How bad do you want to win one?
I'm feeling the pressure here now.
I have no. It's not up to me. I promise
look,
you.
if that happened to me one day, of course I would be absolutely thrilled. You know, someone said to me yesterday, "Do you really want to be the?" What was it they said? That statistic about being the most nominated loser.
Something like that.
And I thought, no, that doesn't sound good. No, I think I need to try and fix that a little bit.
It's Kate Winslet and Leonardo Dicaprio, and Revolutionary Road opens on December 26th. 11 years ago, millions of people fell in love with Rose, Jack, and their ill-fated love story on board Titanic. Well, the movie remains the all-time box office record holder. And now, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio have reunited on screen for the first time since that instant classic in the new movie Revolutionary Road. But this time, it's a far different love affair, a dark tale of suburban angst in the 50s that's already generating a lot of Oscar buzz.
I kept thinking, this is it, you know? This is the truth.
I felt that way once too.
When?
The first time you made love to me.
Kate and Leo, good morning. Nice to have you here.
Hi.
So you were looking at each other as I was doing the Titanic stuff. Did I screw that up, or are you just tired of hearing about that?
No, it's no. I don't think we're tired of hearing about it. It is just funny, and especially seeing that little clip of Titanic. I haven't seen the movie for a very long time. It's like, okay, that's us then, and this is us now. It's just
nor have I. It's almost surreal to watch.
It is
Actually, I
very
mean, we see
bizarre.
clips of it all the time, obviously, but to be together and look at it, it's pretty.
it's bizarre.
So when you look at each other, let's start physically. When you look at Leo, you're looking in the wrong direction. Leo's over there.
I know, but if I look at him, I'll laugh.
Okay, well, that's good. If you look at Leo, what's changed about him physically in 11 years?
Let me see. Well, I think I can speak for both of us. We have a lot more wrinkles, don't we, darling?
Unfortunately.
No, I'm proud of them, though. You know, I watch Revolution Road and I think, damn, look at our foreheads go. I'm really pleased by that. I can't say that you're taller because you were always tall.
Right? Was I really?
He's a man now. He's a man. Look at him. He's just big and look at him
A lumberjack, as a matter of fact. That's what I do in my spare time.
Physically, you aren't that different. You're just less puny.
That's true.
Oh, that's nice. Congratulations on that. And how would you describe the
She's
changes in her?
Still as beautiful and radiant as she was the day I met her.
This is going to go down as the interview when he was really nice to her
I know,
and she was
exactly.
really mean to him.
Are your styles the same? I was reading, Leo, where you said that when you look at her script, sometimes she's made kind of intense notations on a lot of pages or a lot of parts of the pages of the script. How's that different from the way you work?
Well, yeah, I think I compared it to a forensic scientist. No, she's you know, ever since we met when we were very young, she's just taken her job extremely seriously, done the research to a T, and is the ultimate professional. And, I hate speaking about myself and my own process, so I wouldn't dare to do that, but I will talk about her and say that, you know, she is the consummate professional, and she keeps pushing herself to an emotional truth constantly when she's working, and that's why I keep saying she's the best.
And he's the best too. I need to have a chance to say good things about him. I think we do work in very similar ways. You do have loads of notes all over your script. You absolutely do.
Thanks, Kate.
No, but you do.
Since you weren't willing to talk about it, she will. Did you want fame as a young guy? I mean, at 16, it was a boys. Did you want to be famous?
I wanted to be an actor professionally, certainly. I'm really thankful to have two really fantastic parents who supported this snotty little 11-year-old kid that told them, I want to be an actor, this is what I know I want to be, and took the kid out to auditions. It's a pretty amazing thing.
And you didn't think fame was on your radar, from what I understand.
No, I really didn't at all. In fact, I'm still kind of coming to terms with it, to be honest, I think. You know, the same as Leo, I knew from when I was very, very young I want to be an actress. I didn't really know what that meant, and I certainly didn't think that it meant making films. To me, that was something that Judy Garland did.
But it also seems to me, Kate, that you put some emotional limitations on yourself because you had talked openly about the fact your weight fluctuated so much. And I think you said in some interview, I did
didn't remember seeing a fat movie star. So I didn't know that it was in the cards for me.
Well, you know, when I was, that's very true. As a child, I was overweight. I was very chubby, and I was always like, you know, the wrong kid at the audition because my hair was wrong and the shoes didn't fit. And but yeah, I did lose weight very sensibly when I was younger, and you know, but those days are very much behind me.
Never in the back of your mind, though. You never see yourself through that same perspective.
Well, it's funny actually. I remember on Titanic.